The doctor and the nurse were getting intimate, but in the next second, the nurse died right there on the bed. The man was horrified to discover that a sharp knife had pierced the nurse's body from under the bed, causing her death. His first reaction was that he wasn't the killer, so he got up, ready to run away. But then he remembered that his wife knew he was on a business trip with the nurse, so if something happened to the nurse, he would be the prime suspect. He also chose not to call the police, because he was a young and promising chief cardiac surgeon. If his affair was exposed, he would lose both his career and his family. At this critical moment, he happened to see the nurse's boyfriend coming over. So, an audacious plan immediately came to his mind. Taking advantage of the fact that the young man hadn't arrived yet, he first tidied up the room, then pretended to be calm and made a call.
Open the door. Who are you? I'm Shu-dong, Shen-ning's boyfriend. Someone told me Shen-ning is inside. Get out of my way, and let me in to find him.
After searching the entire room and indeed not finding any trace of his girlfriend, he finally left, unwillingly. Little did he know, the box right in front of him was dripping with blood. Next, the man was about to move the suitcase. However, as soon as he went downstairs, he ran into the young man again. So, he hid the suitcase in the bushes and used the woman's phone to send a message to the young man right in front of him. While tricking the young man, he also created an alibi for himself. But just when he thought he had covered all his tracks perfectly, he discovered that the suitcase he had just hidden was gone. In a panic, he hurried to find a nearby cleaner. The man anxiously went to ask the fisherman by the lake. But to his surprise, not only had the fisherman seen the suitcase, but because he was in a bad mood, he had even kicked the suitcase into the lake. Upon hearing this, the man immediately calmed down. He glanced at the calm surface of the lake, turned around, and left right away, even feeling grateful to the fisherman for helping him destroy the evidence. After all, without a body, a case couldn't be filed. Thinking he was now safe, he went home. But unexpectedly, the very next day, just as he was peacefully having breakfast with his family, the sound of a delivery suddenly came from outside the door. And the moment he opened the door, he was stunned once again. The suitcase he had used to hide the body was sitting right at his doorstep. At that moment, his wife also came out. Honey, why did you buy such a big suitcase? What are you planning to put in here? Why is it so long? The man realized there was nothing inside. He slowly opened the suitcase to take a look, then told his wife that it must be a gift from a patient. He then made an excuse to return the suitcase to the patient and hurried out. But he couldn't find the delivery man. He only received a letter left for him. In the letter, the sender said they knew what he had done and demanded that he leave 500,000 yuan at a designated location at midnight. In order to eliminate any loose ends, he planned to kill the person while delivering the money, but accidentally let them escape. However, the other person also accidentally dropped their work badge. The blackmailer actually worked at the same hospital as him.
Could it be that someone at the hospital already knows about the money that Shen-ning and I stole? So, on the next day...
The next day, the man thought that after receiving his 500,000 yuan, this person definitely wouldn't keep working in the cleaning department. So, he went to the cleaning department to check if anyone had recently resigned. Unexpectedly, there really was someone who had just quit today. It was the cleaner on duty the day his suitcase went missing. He immediately used the hospital records to find the cleaner's home address. He pressed him, demanding to know if he was the one who had blackmailed him. To his surprise, the other person not only admitted it outright, but also demanded another 5 million yuan in exchange for handing over the evidence. Furious, the man immediately threatened to call the police.